how's it going out there to everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Cash. We're going to do some trucker news. Hashtag trucker news. Let's get into it. Let's talk about what I'm going to do here. I'm an illiterate truck driver. I'm going to try my best to read some news to you so you don't have to. And that's kind of how this goes. So there will be a lot of misspoken words. Punctuation means nothing to me. That's for people who got better things to do. Let's talk about it. Ohio trooper catches log truck running 40,000 pounds overweight. It's a little over, just a little over. Gonna get a little trouble over that one. Tanker truck driver killed after colliding with a tree. 16 people have been charged with stealing 100,000 gallons of diesel in Houston. Whoa, let's talk about that. Florida man accused of entering cab and sexually assaulting female trucker. Damn you, boy. Trucker lost control, leaves semi-truck in a creek. It's an age-old tale. We'll get to that one. You know, I got an opinion on that one. Livestock hauler was put out of service for fatigue after the Nebraska Highway Patrol was called on him. So that's good. That's crazy. TA is going to bring 60 truck parking spaces to California. You don't see that very often, a new TA. So we're going to get one of those. Trucking school charged after rig caught with inoperative brakes. That's the opinion piece of the day. Let's get to it. Let's talk some trucker news. Ohio troopers catch log truck running 40,000 pounds overweight. Can you believe this? Ohio State Patrol recently stopped truck hauling logs being visibly overweight. Damn, they can just look at it and tell it's overweight. It was a hell of a load, let me tell you. On Friday, May 26, Ohio State Patrol took to Facebook to call out a trucker for a major weight violation. Troopers from the Ironton Post stopped a commercial truck for being visibly overweight. The truck weighed nearly 120,000 pounds. I don't see how them bald-ass tires they run in them log trucks could hold that kind of weight, but, you know, that's just a damn testament to a set of maypops, right? 40,000 pounds over the allowable weight. We have been over 92,000 commercial-related crashes on Ohio roads, troopers said. Ohio grants permits that allow for trucks over 80,000 pounds, but this guy did not have one. So here's a sad story. Tank truck driver killed after colliding with tree, causing fuel spill and explosion. Oh, man. Authorities in Oregon report that a tanker truck driver lost his life on Tuesday after crashing into a tree near Lyons. The collision occurred shortly after 10:30 a.m. at the 4600 block of Lyons Mill City Drive near Lyons, Oregon. According to the Lynn County Sheriff, tanker driver Stephen Fomick, something like that, 63-year-old, was traveling east when he did not negotiate a corner and drove off the road, causing the 2000 Kenworth Carson oil tanker truck to crash into a tree and catch on fire. Damn, so he hung a curve a little too fast, it sounds like. That is a bummer. 16 people have been charged for stealing 100,000 gallons of fuel in Houston and reselling stolen fuel to truckers at a discount. Yeah, you know when that guy comes up to you with that trash can full of diesel, he's probably stole it, right? Texas police have arrested 8 people and are seeking several others connected to a large-scale diesel fuel theft. According to May 24th news release from the Texas Financial Crimes Intelligence Center, 16 suspects have been charged with first-degree felony charges of engaging in organized crime and evading motor fuel tax. Yeah, if you steal the fuel, you're probably not charging ifta on that, are you? 8 of the suspects have been arrested and another 8 remain at large, they say. Authorities believe that between February and October of 2022, the suspects engaged in more than 60 acts of diesel fuel theft, stealing more than 100,000 gallons of fuel from retailers. According to law enforcement, the theft ring legally entered fuel pumps and manipulated the system that measured the amount of fuel being dispersed to show significantly smaller purchases than was actually dispensed. The suspects then coordinated efforts to pump and steal fuel, which was taken to truck yards that illegally stored and sold fuel to truck drivers at a discounted rate without charging the required state motor fuel tax. And that's why the government's really upset about this, because it didn't pay you damn tax. That's why they're really mad about it. Yeah, these crimes drive up the price at the pump. Yeah, and they put good, honest people out of work is what this does. So I'm glad they caught these jackasses. If you're buying stolen fuel, I consider you to be a jackass as well. You know, I like to make jokes about stuff like that, but it's a joking matter. But when it's really happening, it's no joke. You know, it's a mess. A Florida man's accused of entering cab and sexually assaulting a female truck driver. So all you ladies, I gotta be honest with you, he looks like he got his ass whooped. She might have got a little bit on him, you know, I don't know. I'll put a picture of him, man. It looks like old boy got a little bit of the rough end of it. But the Okaloosa County Sheriff arrested a Florida resident who allegedly entered the cab of a semi-truck and assaulted a truck driver who was asleep inside. 23-year-old Taylor Copeland was charged with sexual battery and burglary with battery, according to the local sheriffs. Police say that early in the morning of May 21st, a female truck driver and a man were sleeping inside a truck in Okaloosa Island, Florida. The truck driver told police she awoke to find Copeland sexually battering her. The man inside the truck was also awakened and began striking Copeland in an attempt to defend the woman. Copeland was booked into the Okaloosa County Jail in Crestview and held on $200,000 bond. My lord, you broke into a truck with a man and a woman in it. You thought things were going to go a certain kind of way, and then you got your ass whooped, and now you're being held in jail on a $200,000 bond. Couldn't have happened to a better turd, in my opinion. Trucker loses control, leaves semi-truck in a creek. Let's get a visual on this. I'm gonna put it up here. Here's the visual. So here's the thing, boys. If you're gonna put her in the river, as I like to say, give her a Mississippi truck wash. You know when you can't make the payment, or your turbo blows out, and you're like, I can't really afford to fix this sumbitch. I need to drive it in the river. Drive it into a river, not a creek. It's just not enough water to get the insurance claim going. All you got yourself is an environmental disaster and a huge tow bill when you drive it into the creek. A semi-truck ended up in a creek bed in Connecticut on Wednesday. Accident happened on May 24th in New Hartford around noon. According to Daily Sentinel, the tractor trailer was headed eastbound on Red Hill Road when the driver lost control at the intersection with Oneida Street. The truck went off the shoulder of the roadway, down a driveway, off an embankment, and into the Saquote Creek. Damn it, boy. It's a river, not a creek, fellas. If you're going to give it a Mississippi truck wash, it's got to be deep enough to, like, you know, claim the truck's no longer useful. The truck driver was injured in the wreck and was taken to a nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The cause of the crash is under investigation. You ever just hate your job so bad you're like, I'm finna put this bastard in the creek? I'd say that had a little bit to do with it. Livestock haulers put out a service for fatigue. Did you know that? You can be put out a service for fatigue. After motorists called the Nebraska State Troopers on him, Nebraska State Patrol is asking people to report any unsafe driving in the spot after a truck driver was reportedly caught while driving fatigued on Tuesday. On Wednesday, May 24th, NSP shared a social media post about a result of calls concerned citizens regarding a truck hauling livestock. Just a reminder, you can always call, in Nebraska, you can push star 55 to report dangerous drivers. There you go. So if you're fatigued, get her off the road before you get caught in or hurt somebody, am I right? New TA brings 60 truck parking spaces to California. That's neat. TA Centers, Travel Centers of America, recently opened a new store in Olancha, California. Olancha, hopefully I'm saying that right. The new store is a TA Express, 20 Gills Station Road, located off of Highway 395 in Olancha. Amenities at the truck stop include 60 truck parking spots, 3 showers, 5 diesel dispensers, a Chester's Fried Chicken and a Subway restaurant, driver's lounge, cat scale, laundry facilities, and a dog park. There you go. TA operates more than 280 stores in 44 states throughout the U.S. and as well as 600 full service and quick service restaurants and truck maintenance and repair services. So there you go. If you're out in Okalantha, or however you say that, Olancha, I believe is how I'm saying that. 60 truck parking spaces just opened up. It just got you a new TA, so that's pretty cool. Here's the opinion piece of the day. Let's get into this one. Trucking school charged after rig caught with inoperative brakes. Now, if the truck school ain't keeping their stuff up, who is? You know, I did a story on the last Trucker News that said 1 in 11 trucks that were checked were put out of service for inoperative brakes. That just doesn't seem right to me, that 1 in 11 trucks out here have brakes that are worthy of being put out of service. And to be put out of service, 20% or more of your brakes have to be considered out of spec. So, I don't know. But yeah, here we go. If the trucking school ain't teaching them how to keep it up, then we're doomed. I think our standards of truckers just keep coming down. So this is why, because we're pumping through, we're pumping them through the puppy mills now. Trucking school has been charged after one of their rigs was found to have multiple safety issues, including inoperative brakes. Yeah, students, don't worry about your brakes. Just learn how to hang them corners, I don't even get me started. The incident occurred on May 23rd in Brampton, Ontario, Canada. Of course, this is in Canada, of course. Of course. They don't watch Smart Trucking up there, do they, eh? According to the Insaga News, the truck was pulled over by an officer for safety inspection. During the inspection, the officer discovered that the rig had a broken suspension system, inoperative brakes, and that the driver had failed to do a pre-trip inspection. Damn it. Don't teach them how to do pre-trips. That's a waste of time. Blue Rock Truck Training School has since confirmed that the company has been charged. The school claimed that was taking the truck to be serviced at the time it was pulled over. The truck was taken out of service, and the driver and the company were both charged. Good. Because here's the thing. If you're taking a truck to get it serviced and you got a known issue, you should note that in your pre-trip inspection. You should make notes of all that. You should never put that truck on the road without that being noted. That way you have proof that you knew about it before you left out, okay? Because that's the only way you cover your butt in that situation. Anytime you're taking a truck somewhere to get it worked on, always note that in your logbook. Because that way, if something happens or whatever, you can say, hey, I was operating the truck to get it to a repair shop. I'm just saying, it's worth the time to go into that logbook and do that little bit of due diligence. But the fact of the matter is, they're probably bullshitting about it, and that's probably not what happened, and that's probably not how it went down. Am I right? Am I right? So anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching Trucker News. If you found value in Trucker News, smash that like button. Think about subscribing. I have free subscriptions for the next 30 days. Go down there and hit the red button. It don't cost you nothing. And take care of each other out there. Remember, people are more important than trucking. Thanks for watching. Is anybody worried about fuel economy these days? I know I am. That's why I got me a channel partnership with Hotshot Secrets, because I trust these guys. They do all their engineering, all their product testing right here in America. This is Diesel Extreme. This big 2-quart jug treats 160 gallons. You're going to want to start off with this one because, in my opinion, that's going to clean those injectors better than anything else on the market. It's going to get the water out of your fuel system, and then after you're done running that one, run that tank out, come back, get this right here, Everyday Diesel Treatment. Easy to measure bottle. This treats 400 gallons. This little bottle does. Treats 400 gallons. Check it out. Best stuff on the market. I run it. I get great fuel economy. I appreciate them. Use the link in the description below. If you've got a CDL, you can get a 10% discount with those guys on their website, which makes it cheaper than pretty much anywhere else you're going to find it. Thank you.